Keeping your teeth in good condition is as important as maintaining your overall health. Now, one of the worst things that can happen to your oral health is the development of gum disease. And here to tell us how we can avoid the chronic condition is Dr. Andrew Weber from Excellent Dental Specialists. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Denise. I appreciate you guys having me on here.
Absolutely. I always love chatting with you because you really shed light on how important our oral health is. And you may not think how much it can affect our overall health as well.
It really can. I think that's the thing is, what happens in your mouth doesn't just stay in your mouth. It affects your whole body. The surface area of our gums is actually literally the equivalent of our forearm, the skin on our forearm. Wow. So you have to think about that infection affecting your whole body. And roughly 65 million people have this disease. And it's pretty much an epidemic at this point.
Absolutely. And there are 65 million people who have this disease, but not all of those people know that they have it.
Exactly. It's a painless disease, and I think unfortunately a lot of things we just think that, hey, we don't have this as a problem, it's not really going to affect me, it doesn't apply to me, when in reality that's 1 in 2 out of us in the United States over the age of 30.
So tell us a little bit about gum disease effects and what it does to our bodies.
Well, it does increase your risk for certain other diseases, things like stroke, obviously tooth loss, so you have a hard time eating, so then you have a higher risk of diabetes because it's an inflammatory disease, just like diabetes. It does increase your risk for heart disease and bone destruction, particularly, this is in the mouth, causing some collapse of the structures there.
It's incredible to realize how much your mouth can affect the rest of your body, because a lot of people wouldn't think that's the case. And I think that's why it really is important to visit a specialist like you, but also to be honest with you.
Exactly right. I think a lot of us who think we're doing a great job, oh, I brush my teeth here and there and I do things like that. But yeah, seeing a specialist, seeing our office at Excellent Dental Specialists is really the first good step, just doing those things.
And be honest, you guys. If we feel in pain, if we feel something different in our mouth, there's no harm in telling you what's going on inside our oral health. Also, flossing. Let's talk about flossing for a little bit. We need to.
We need to. It's one of those things that's super cheap. It's super inexpensive to take care of your mouth, and that's really where it starts. Flossing on a daily basis is really a great way to go. A lot of people hate flossing. In fact, more than 1/3 of us would rather do some unpleasant activity, including 18% would rather clean a toilet, sitting in gridlock traffic, dirty, dishes, cleaning those, also sitting in line. I mean, I floss daily, this is what I do all the time, but I get it, sometimes, I hear the excuses out, oh, I lost my floss or this or that. So, but, there's a lot of different things that we can help you out with, and there's different alternatives like water flossing, but really it's important to maintain what you have. It's spring cleaning, so, take care of your mouth as well as your house, things to that effect, clean up, what's there.
And speaking of spring, you think of bright colors, liveliness, you're outside having fun, and when I think of that, I also think of people's smiles. They brighten up the season as well, and that's important to take care of our smiles.
Oh yeah, studies show that basically, 30% of us say a smile is the first thing they notice, and to that, 3 in 5 people say that their oral health, their spouse's oral health affects their intimacy. So, think about the other person in your life, I mean, you might be kind of you might get closer if you actually take care of your oral health.
You're not only saving our mouths and our teeth, but you're saving relationships as well.
Exactly, that's what we do. We're relationship saviors over here.
You have a great program at Excellent Dental Specialists. Thank you for sharing these astounding stats. It's good information.